How's it going, guys? Welcome back to my E3 coverage. This one is on the Nintendo Direct video that came out last night online. So let's get straight to it, let you know what I thought of it. This year's digital event was much better than last year's. Right away from the start, you could tell straight away that the tone of this video was very, very different. There was a lot of kind of light-hearted humor. They started off even by using the guys from Robot Chicken. I love those guys. So they actually had them doing like a character of Reggie and different characters. They actually made fun of themselves. They laughed at themselves a little bit about kind of the criticisms they've been getting recently for, you know, relying too much on Mario. So there's a little bit of comedy there. I like that. I like people that are self-aware and that can kind of laugh at themselves. Then they started off straight away by showing Iwata and Reggie basically, you know, very serious and dark at the start, and then they go straight into a brawl. And obviously that was to introduce the you know, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, which is coming out very, very soon. It looks like it's going to come out on 3DS first. I think they said October 3rd. And for the Wii U, it's going to be coming out in the holiday season of 2014. Hopefully that's going to be the case. I hope it doesn't get pushed back to 2015, because I'm sure many people want to buy that and play it for Christmas. They showed a couple of new things with Super Smash Bros. Brawl, which was kind of cool. They, right at the end of the video, they introduced a new character, Princess Palutena. Whoever that is. She's not a big character. I've never really heard of her, so I have no idea. But yeah, she was introduced as another character. Would have liked to have seen more characters introduced, but you know. They also talked about actually how you can use your Mii characters in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. And they talked about how you can choose 3 different classes as part of this. So you can choose to be a Mii Brawler, a Mii Swordsman, and a Mii Shooter. For each Mii character, you're going to be able to choose 4 special moves. And they said overall, you know, you're going to have a choice of about 36 super moves that you can pick from. Another big thing that they did mention as well was the new amiibo. So this is very similar to Skylanders and Disney Infinity, where you can actually get characters and you can buy them, and you can actually have that, you know, stored data, moves and stats on each character. They showed kind of how you put this on their gamepad, and then the gamepad will download that data into the game, and then you can upload back to that character, so you can carry it around with you and take it, you know, to your friend's house if you want to have, you know, kind of a spec character to fight with. My concern with that is well, I think it's new and it might be an interesting idea for Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and they talked about bringing it to Mario Kart 8 as well. While I think it's an interesting idea, I do think, for me personally, it's just a money-grabbing opportunity. And I am worried that it's going to limit the number of characters that they put in the main game, and that you might have to buy these amiibo to be able to unlock certain characters, which I think sucks. Or, you know, there might be characters with special moves that you can only get if you buy them. There was no information about how much these characters are gonna cost. It's a desperate attempt by Nintendo, I think, to make more money, because they're losing, you know, a fair bit of money on hardware sales. So that's what the cynic in me thinks it is. But of course, you guys make up your own mind on it. They showed a couple of new IPs. They showed Yoshi's Woolly World, which is coming out in 2015. No real interest in it, really. It's alright, I suppose, but the 2 guys that were like presenting it, they're just so boring, and for me it's just a snore fest. So I've not really got any interest in playing that at all. They also showed Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker as well. It's out in the holiday season of 2014. But again, I've not got a huge interest in that, and it's kind of like Mario Universe spin-offs. And I want something new, something different. So I wasn't overly excited by that, to be honest. The big thing I was excited about, which was the big reveal, which was there is going to be a Legend of Zelda game on the Wii U. Yes! I was so excited about that game. It looked great. You know, they talked about how it's a bigger open world, so they wanted to get away from the whole kind of like transition points between maps and loading screens. And then they talked about how they wanted this to change the kind of strategy, you know, and gameplay for the game. So rather than having like very linear puzzle solving missions, which Zelda is quite famous for, having to do things in a certain order to solve a puzzle, that they actually want to make it a little bit more open. So you can go into an area from a number of different, you know, angles, and that adds a whole new dimension of puzzle solving and strategy to the game. It looks good, the new Zelda. Link looks older, he looks older. The animation style is quite nice. The colours and everything remind me a lot of Wind Waker. It was a CG trailer, but they showed a little bit of combat, and Link's got like this kind of arrow, like bow and arrow, that's kind of like technology meets magic. So that's cool. I don't know whether they're going to go for that kind of a steampunk, you know, combination of technology and magic in this new story, this new universe, but it's different and it did look cool. So yeah, I'm very, very excited about that. Then they, of course, they showed Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, which is coming to the 3DS. It's just a remake of, you know, an older game, so I'm not overly interested in that. They showed Bayonetta 2, which is coming out in October 2014. It looks like they're going to do a combination pack of Bayonetta 1 and Bayonetta 2, because obviously the previous Bayonetta game came out on 360 and the PS3, so I suppose they want to give Wii U owners a chance to play both games. I'm not overly interested in Bayonetta 2. I thought Bayonetta 1 really was kind of a lackluster game. It wasn't amazing. It was alright, but it wasn't an amazing game. I have to think, after listening to the trailer, that the voice acting in this sounds shocking, especially the voice acting of Bayonetta.
One for pets who don't listen to their masters.
She's just got a really horrible, caricatured British accent. She just sounded really strange, and yeah, I didn't like her voice actress at all. So, you know, voice acting for me is a big thing because I love stories, I love character development, so no interest in Bayonetta 2. They showed Hyrule Warriors. That's obviously a collaboration with Dynasty Warriors. They talked about how you can play and fight as different characters, so not just Link, but Zelda is an actual playable character. Midna from Twilight Princess is a playable character. Impa. And so each of these characters have different moves, and they look kind of cool, they look kind of different. But it is just a Dynasty Warriors game with Zelda skins, so it doesn't look like anything too new or too too innovative or different. So while it did look pretty and it did look, you know, nice, I'm not overly interested in it. For me, the Dynasty game's just a very repetitive, you know, slash and hack kind of game, and I get bored with them very, very quickly, so not overly interested in that. They showed Kirby the Rainbow Curse. It looked alright. It looked very, you know, it was cool that you could draw kind of the rainbows on there to move Kirby, but again, not overly interested in that. A game that I was interested in is they showed the new Xenoblade Chronicles, which is coming out in 2015. That looked beautiful. They didn't show much gameplay. It was a trailer, but you know, it looked good. So yeah, I'm definitely interested in that game. That game looked kind of really exciting. Then they showed the Mario Maker, which I know a lot of Nintendo fans are very excited about. That's coming out in 2015, and that gives you the ability to create your own Mario levels and challenge people to play them. It looked like you could design Mario levels that were like the original kind of SNES version, or the original like 2D Mario, but it also looked like they had the ability to have slightly upgraded graphics as well. I know a lot of people will enjoy designing their own Mario levels and challenging people to play them. A game that looked very, very good though and got me really excited is the new Splatoon. That's something very, very new, and I really like the look of it. Finally, you know, showing kind of Nintendo, you know, thinking outside the box and giving us something new and something fresh, which is what I've wanted to be seeing from Nintendo for a while, so I was very happy to see this. It's a really cool idea. It's a 8-player 4 versus 4 online third-person shooter to a degree, and basically the guns that you have are not like, you know, bullet guns. They're actually like paintball guns kind of thing, and the idea is that you're splattering the course with your team's color, and you can turn from like a human character into a squid, so you can swim in the actual paint to get further in the level. Obviously you can shoot people too, and it looked like it was a kind of like a territorial kind of game, and basically at the end of it, whichever team controls, you know, the largest percentage of area with their color wins. So I really like the look of that. I love the concept of it. The gameplay looks like a lot of fun, and I have to admit, out of all of the games that they showed at Nintendo Direct, Splatoon was the one that I was most excited about. Then at the end, we got a little bit of a teaser from Nintendo. So Miyamoto came onto the stage. It's really great to see him. Obviously, he's iconic when it comes to Nintendo. He was talking about the gamepad, but if you looked in the background, you could see gameplay footage of what looks like a new Star Fox game. I've read a little bit of information on it, and it looks like they're going to use the gamepad to look around, and then you use the thumbsticks to actually steer and maneuver and do barrel rolls. So yeah, it looks like they're using the gyro controls on the gamepad with the TV, and I can't wait for that, because we've been waiting for a new Star Fox game for a while. Of course, there's no information about a release date, but I would say that that game's at least a year away, but we do have that to look forward to. So overall, I thought the Nintendo Direct was a solid offering by Nintendo. The tone of it was much better than last year. Of course, Nintendo did have a lot of original IPs that they were showing. I mean, that's what Nintendo is. I mean, pretty much everything that Nintendo does right now is an original exclusive IP. You can only play it on the Wii U. So they do have that going from them. And they did show a nice variety of games this year. Not just Mario, which we had last year. So that's definitely an improvement. But still, for me, it was a little underwhelming. The only two games really for me that got me very excited when I saw them was the new Zelda game and the new Splatoon. Nothing else really grabbed me, to be honest. I really want to see a new Metroid game. I think we're ready for that. I think we're overdue for that. There was nothing from third-party developers, nothing whatsoever. There was no information about the new Watch Dogs game, which I really want to find out about, because I think Watch Dogs using the gamepad would be amazing, but there was no information about it. We don't know whether it's going to be released, whether Ubisoft are working on it for the Wii U. No information whatsoever. Even the X, which was shown last year, which looked really cool and exciting, there was no information about that. Where is that game? Where has that gone? Is that still being made? There was just no information. So my major issue with Nintendo is they still don't have that third-party support that they need, and that, you know, that wasn't shown in the Nintendo Direct, that they're trying to get third-party support, that they're trying to bring in other companies, and that's one of the things that really is holding back the Wii U. A lot of people are looking at the Wii U and going, okay, that's cool, there's a lot of like original exclusive games on it, but it does mean that I can't play Watch Dogs, I can't play the new Assassin's Creed, I can't play Grand Theft Auto, I can't play a million other games that I can play on the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4. So it doesn't have as wide a choice as the other consoles have, unfortunately. But overall, I thought they did a good job in terms of the actual presentation itself. But yeah, I was very underwhelmed about it. So those are my thoughts basically on the Nintendo Direct. So what do you guys think of it? Do you think Nintendo did a good job this year? Do you think it was better than last year? What games that they showed are you excited about? Please pop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and you found it informative, please hit that like button, and please check out any of the videos on my channel. And if you like what you see, please go ahead and subscribe for the latest news and information. I'm going to be coming back all week with the latest news from E3, so look forward to that, and I will catch you guys later. Alright, have a great day, guys and girls. Bye!